I'm going to switch to GitLite for a few moments, and I'm going to run you through a workflow. We haven't touched on the AI part yet. And of course, Paradime, it provides what we call crossover data. So it's like a super powerful and fully fledged agent that allows us to interact with our files. What we can do with it, for example, is, let's say the way how Paradime works on this front is we provide set of constructs that allows you to work with our agent. One of them is the dinorules, which allows you to define what kind of behavior you want and what kind of structure you want the agent to use while generating code or updating code. And then what we also have is prompt. So prompts is a way for you to create your own prompt library and reuse this library across your projects. For instance, now I'm going to go and ask the agent to create a new sources.yaml file for me. And one of the features that we provide within the agent is the ability to access metadata from your warehouse, which is extremely powerful while you're developing your DBT code. So you can see here, the agent is asking permissions to access my databases, to access my schema, and a few other information there. So I want to go and look into potentially some data that I've just loaded using DLT Hub. So I'm going to request to access the database called row in here. And the agent has now capability to fetch metadata from my database, from my schema, so that it can generate, update, write code for us as needed. It's now going to look, okay, I can see there's the F1 API load. I can click on accept. And now it's going to be fetching this metadata for us, building our sources.yaml based on the dinorules I have on the back of this, and potentially others, as I'm finding more and more that can be used in there, so that creating or updating YAML files is super easy using the Paradime interface. While this is happening, I think something that makes me super excited about DinoAI is definitely how easy it becomes to do some of those tasks which are really not where I spend time on, which is generating description, generating sources, updating tests, all these sort of things that will take us quite a lot of time. The first one is being created here. I can click on accept, and this is how easy it is in Paradime to start or kick off your DBT development workloads within the Paradime interface. A few other things that we want to show you here is that Paradime provides a set of what we call tools, and these are the ability for you to connect our agent to the tools where you work the most. So if you have Jira ticket, linear issue, then you want to import and let the agent take care of building, updating, or fixing the pipeline, you can do so by using some of our existing tools. Also, you have the ability to use Perplexity or web search to access relevant, up-to-date information from the browser, which makes it, again, even easier to build data pipeline and build more complex integration for your data transformation. The other things which I personally found super easy to use is nobody likes to write commit. And in the AI era, I think it makes a lot more sense to actually have our DinoAI to effectively create commits based on the changes that we are making. In Paradime, is as easy as clicking on a write commit button, and then the agent will suggest a commit message. We can, of course, update, remove, change the commit message if we want, but to be honest, I haven't seen anyone touching any of the commits message that the DinoAI agent is actually generating for us. So I can click on commit and push, and here is where ultimately we're going to create the commits, and this is the beauty of GitLite. It abstracts away completely the complexity of working with Git. We make sure that you can access more advanced features if you wish, but fundamentally with GitLite, you can do all the work you have to accomplish for your Git workflows or GitOps directly within the panel without having to actually do anything else on the front. This is from a development workflows. There are a few other things that I want to touch upon now, which is most recently, we have developed the ability to use voice or speech to text to actually work and interact with the agent. So I can actually record myself talking with the agent to continue any type of task. For example, can you please now check if there is any other source I should update in any other databases available? And I can click on send. On the back of this, I can effectively interact with the agent in different ways and different formats. So again, make it as easy as possible for users to interact with it.